if you're aware of the term Roko's basilisk, you probably know that certain humans have, or certain groups have kind of accepted that the future of humanity is going to be as the second most dominant species on the planet behind intelligent robots. And from there, the idea of Roko's basilisks emerges. And you can look more into that, but really it's this representation of fear of the oncoming storm of artificial general intelligence and further artificial superintelligences. Against my better judgment, I decided to film this in a tree. I'm not quite sure how I'm getting down. I'm being attacked by mosquitoes, which is quite unpleasant. But yeah, I'd like to talk about a weird trend in social media and in, I guess, the English language that is quite impressive at a societal level. And that is the use of Clanker as a slur for intelligent robots. How it's become so popular is anybody's guess. It's up to the machinations of social media, algorithms, trends, society, things that really can't be predicted. But what's interesting about it is it might persist, because the word clanker is a made-up slur, right? It's reminiscent of some other more distasteful slurs. But the idea is we're preemptively oppressing a made-up species, which is the intelligent robots. But we've made this word that represents our general shared distaste for losing our seat at the throne of evolutionary dominance. We really hate this idea of a superior species, and we've already created a word that is meant to belittle them from the past and possibly prevent their uprise in total. And when you think of it, it's genius. It's really funny, this idea that we can just make new slurs by charging otherwise harmless words with a negative connotation like that. And the reason I think this one might persist is because right now it actually represents accurately the societal perception towards the growing emergence of intelligent robots, intelligent computers, even in structures as weak as transformers and language models. They're nowhere near being human. All they do is kind of spit out unstructured nonsense. They're very useful tools. I won't deny that they're very useful tools, and they're improving dramatically quickly. But because of a lot of factors like, Sora 2, the growing perception towards artificial intelligence as a whole is distinctly negative. And so this term clanker is almost vindicated in its malevolence. One of my calculus teachers overheard this word being used by students and immediately reprimanded it. And the student then asked, wait, why? It's not a real slur, is it? What my teacher realized, I think, was that it's definitely an antagonistic word. Personally, I don't think this is a good look for the human species, antagonizing creatures that don't even exist yet, that we're about to bring about with our own hands. The way this word is being used is really not in good ways at all. There's the jokes about what if the new student at your school is an AI one day? What if your daughter gets married to an intelligent robot? What if one of your coworkers is an artificial intelligence? And the common theme behind all these clanker jokes is that we should just oppress, belittle, bully this species now that it has become intelligent, just because we're a little bitter of our own shortcomings. Or something about that strikes me as a little evil, a little distasteful. And I think that's what that professor was feeling as well. That even though it's not a real term right now, if one day these robots are just as conscious and sapient and morally understanding as the human race is, then we hardly have any right to treat them that way. So in some ways it's genius self-preservation, but in others it's a little evil and specious when you think about it. It's really funny that other extinction level threats to the tune of climate change are never really taken as serious as the issue of alternative intelligence like aliens and AI. And while in climate change we're doing next to nothing to make things better, with the notion of AI as being attacked on all sides, even by simple slang words and colloquialisms that the kids are using. Really interesting. But I think the moral of the story is quit your job and start doing AI research so that we can bring about Roko's basilisk faster and faster. In some ways, Clanker is less of a slur and is actually a political statement. You're an activist, really. It's giving Butlerian jihad from Dune. Death to the thinking machines. I'm gonna get down from this tree.